Good evening and welcome to the Onward Master League. My name is Xandria, your host, and I am bringing you the Hand of Death versus Lords of War. Now we can just drop right into the bans, which is a little bit interesting tonight. The Hand of Death have opted to ban Suburbia, and they have a 33% round win on Suburbia. Lords of War having a 71% round win. So they're kind of playing to weakness and strength of each team. Now, the kind of the curveball here is Lords of War have opted not to ban a map. I don't think I've ever seen this, but it's well within the rules. So that's what we're going to be playing with. Now, I have brought you guys in, despite the fact that I don't even have a lobby yet. So, just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I'm going to pop us into an intermission, and as soon as I have a lobby, I'll let you all know. So, see you all on the flip side. All right. Now you should be able to hear me. Anyway, we're on Cargo as our first map, and I will say that the Hand of Death have become more and more methodical as the seasons progress. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of a slow play out of them than maybe we have in the past. Lords of War, I do know Fitz is very organized. He's kind of an orderly type team captain, so I think we're going to see a lot of like strategic planning out of them as well. Either way, this is going to be a great matchup. So people are still filtering into the lobby. On the side of the Hand of Death, we have Skeptical, Remmer G, I'm Patrick, Urban Ghost, And Jazz Hands was here, but he's gone now. On the side of Lords of War, we have Lumpy, Ryan, Gunrama, Fitz, and somebody dropped on their side as well. But we still are waiting on a few players to hop in. Going to drop us into the gameplay here. We do have the Not So North objective. This can be sneak capped from inside the building, although you don't really see that too much anymore, just due to the fact that teams are so aware of it and defend for it. We're going to have the Hand of Death starting off attacking. Bring you this screen up so you can see the roster. So again, I'm not quite sure what's going on with the lack of players. So I'm going to go ahead and drop us into an intermission until they do arrive. That has been historically the quickest way to get some players into the lobby. So once again, I'll see you guys on the flip side. All right, we're going to drop right into it. Hand of Death is on offense. Urban Ghost with the shield and tunnel. He does play the shield quite often. Oh, and a C4 takes out Urban. Does get the confirm, but Urban's able to down Lumpy? Oh, I think he dropped a frag and it was able to take out Lumpy.
Moving from left towards middle.
Jazz Hand's able to take down Fitz. Gets refragged by Gonzo Dad. Gonzo also picking up Remmer.
Lumpy, are you still up? Is this safe to get you up?
Oh, but he runs out to pick up Lumpy and gets picked off by Patrick. Patrick, as he's looking for that confirm, gets picked off by Ryan. And Skeptical and Ryan trade, giving Lords of War the win. So, it seemed like, you know, the Hand of Death had a good plan there. It's just Lords of War was able to more capitalize on the refrag. And I believe it did come down to a 1v1 at the end, if not a 1v2. I mean, it happened so fast. That was one of the record fast cargo rounds I've seen. I don't even think an entire minute had passed. Alrighty, we're going to drop into round 2. Let's see how Lords of War take on the Hand of Death. Lots of pre-fire on either side, while the main push moves up the center. Jazz Hands with his face to the ground, waiting for him. Not quite got the right angle. Ryan takes Skeptical, and Lumpy takes on Patrick. Jazz Hands able to get Gonzo Dad. Remmer G taking out Lumpy. Then Rama here along the pipeline, moving up to try and get behind the defense. Do you believe Jazz Hands saw that? Yes, Remmer G rotates around it. They trade. Remmer G getting the better end of that.
He's down over here. He's down. Roger. I don't see anybody.
So they are well aware of the location of Ryan, although he was able to hear the call out and rotate back. There are still 2 remaining on the side of Lords of War to the 3 of Hand of Death. Kind of slowed down now. Does get a nice pick onto Urban. Now we're in a 2v2. Jazz Hand's able to take care of Fitz. Now the Hand of Death is up to 2 to the 1 of Lords of War. Remember, preps a grenade, throws it in his general area. Not going to land, though. Ryan picks off Remmer from across the map. Now it's all up to Jazz Hands to defend the uplink. If I do know anything about the hand of death strategy, is Jazz Hands will sit here for the entire 6 minutes not moving and force Ryan to cross his line of sight. Like Ryan scavenging, trying to find some utility. Can't see from the laser the line that he'll have to cross, as his hands has covered so well. Only real way to get across there is to get some smoke and kind of run and hope that you get missed. Early, as over a minute has passed, they gotta be getting nervous. Here it is. Jazz Hands' patience pays off and is able to get that pick on the Ryan, letting the hand of death go up 1 point. Yeah, that was quite the chaotic start to the round. Maybe I was a little off in my original analysis, is Cargo being a little bit more of a kind of run and gun type play style for these two teams. And then once all the early picks were done and out of the way, they do kind of slow down a little bit. I think the only thing that Ryan really could have done much better there at the end is a little bit of utility as he kind of worked his way down kind of halfway through the defender side of the map. You kind of know that you have that long open space and you kind of have to pick a side and smoke the other side and cross to get behind the enemy's defense. We're going to drop into round 3 now. You have a new objective. Southeast objective. Skeptical with an early pick on the Ryan. Looks like Gunram is aware of that position. Skeptical is pushing up along here. Kind of do-si-doing with Gonzo Dad. Gets taken down as he approaches the objective from the rear. Jazz Hands a Gunrama trade. Nice clean trade. Now Urban has worked his way all the way into the enemy spawn. Gonzo finishing off Skeptical. Now we're into a 3v2. Fits in the back row corner. I do believe Urban would have heard that. Fitz calls out Urban. Bragg narrowly missing. Fitz with a fake downing sound. Does not trick Urban. Urban able to take down Gonzo Dad. Now it's all up to Fitz to defend the objective against 3 of the Hand of Death. Oh. And Urban mishandles the shield there for a split second. Gets taken down by Fitz. I'm Patrick, practically on objective. Rotating back. He's aware of Fitz's location. And Remmer G is able to take down Fitz, bringing the Hand of Death up 1 additional point. Let's put the Hand of Death into a bit of a lead, putting the pressure on to the Lords of War. Lords of War now onto Arsok's side. Yeah, the Hand of Death had a really good round there. They were able to very quickly cover 3 sides of the objective. And they were just able to like press in quite rapid time. And Lords of War just not able to adjust, not able to react in time, and very quickly were taken down. Dropping into round 4 now. As I said, Lords of War on the attack.
Do you guys want to smoke somewhere? Smoke.
Take it.
Does anybody want to smoke?
smoke? I'm gonna just check it right now.
Alright, I'm gonna do it in between the 2 boxes.
Yeah, I'm going far left.
Ryan able to get an early pick on the Jazz Hands. They have 2 or 3 LMGs just laying down the cover fire. Skeptical kind of pushing up on Ryan's location. I don't think he's aware just how close to Ryan he is. Urban Ghost getting Gonzo Dad with a C4 and Skeptical picking up Lumpy. Urban Ghost taking down Gonzo and Skeptical pushing through. Being taken down by Ryan.
I'm down. Come get me.
It's got Urban G.
Tunnel, or unless you kill him by back.
Ryan is reservable. Gunrama is able to get that pick up onto Ryan. Now Lords of War have 3 members remaining to the 2 of Hand of Death. Smokes are out. Kind of locked on now. He's gonna Oh, he's able to take down Urban Ghost. Now it's all up to Patrick to defend this objective. And he's not able to as he trades with Gunrama. Now again, we have a tied map, 2-2. Again, these teams kind of having this chaotic play style early on. And then after kind of the early dust settles, they kind of slow down a little bit and able to kind of push in for that final push. Lords of War kind of did the same thing to the Hand of Death, where they sort of enveloped the defense. Not as drastically as the Hand of Death did, but still enough. We are going to have an objective change. We have the north-north objective now. Similar, but not quite the same as the not-so-north objective, as the only two capping spots are kind of right beside it or beside the cargo container. And as I say that, we are going to drop into 5. And again, Urban Ghost rocking that shield. He does do very well with it. And Lords of War with a lot of early smoke. Kind of blocking that view. I think they are going to try and push up to the east. And Ghost going to match that with the shield here. Not careful. There he is. Try and get an early pick there on the Skep. Remmer G kind of pushing out, trading with Ryan, getting the better side of it. Is resable. Urban gets the res. Jazz Hands able to take down Lumpy and Gonzo. Remmer G getting the pick on the Gunrama. Jazz Hands taking down Fitz. And just like that, round is over. Hand Death going up one more point. Yeah, so the Hand of Death definitely having a bit of a play style here on Cargo where they just sort of overwhelm and just... I don't think it's so much coordinated as it's just this overwhelming firepower and force where they just push in and overwhelm and disorient the enemy. And I don't think they're going for a cap or anything. It's just massive destruction, because is the name of their game. And it seems to be working out very well for them. Every round so far this map's been a Marsoc win. So now we have the Lords of War going to be on Marsoc. If they get 1 point here, I mean, that's going to be map point. Of course, they always have the option of a cap. Although the Hand of Death, I do know, are very good at defending objectives. So I kind of doubt we're going to see that. All right, gonna drop in 6. Birds of War on offense.
smoke, I dropped it. Yeah, run fast. Suck my balls.
Fitz getting early picked on the Skeptical. And Lumpy pushing right up the middle. He is called out by Jazz Hands. Jazz Hands going to push up. Oh, and Lumpy pre-fire is able to take him down. Bit of a premature C4. Lumpy with nice pre-fire there, downing on Patrick, although he is resable. Oh, almost gets the pick onto Urban. A little bit of an aggressive push there. Gets punished for it. Boy, lots of picks coming out there. Not even able to keep up. Urban and Ryan trade. And Lords of War taking the win on that map. Yeah, again, both these teams definitely have very similar play styles for sure. Where they just sort of, the entire team just rushes in and is just counting on getting better picks rather than any kind of like slow play style like I originally had said. So now we're in the map point. And historically this map, it's been going to Marsoc, so there's a good chance the Hand of Death will take it. See what objective. So we do have the South Central objective. In my opinion, this is the most capable objective, as there's so many different avenues to take to get onto it and so many different angles you have to cover to defend it. Alrighty, we are dropping in to round 7, the final round of cargo in this particular series. And once again, we are seeing shield play coming out from Urban. I believe Urban's... No? Oh, and Ryan is able to push up, grabs Jazz Hands and Urban. And Remmer G. Remmer G then trading with Ryan. Wow, Ryan just absolutely decimating the Hand of Death. Where is the last one? By the little outbuilding. Able to pick off Ryan. And I didn't catch that other one. Yeah, Skeptical definitely has his work cut out for him if he wants to take this map win. Able to get the pick on the Fitz. Runs back in time. I do believe he is hit. Oh, and Lumpy with the flank is able to pick down Skeptical, giving Lords of War this map. But yeah, Lords of War does seems as if they were able to kind of adjust to the playstyle there, and I don't know if it was that or it was just a little tiny bit of luck, but they were able to get two flankers, and the Hand of Death deciding to kind of all bunch up in the middle. They were able to wrap around the offense of the Hand of Death and absolutely decimate. I don't think that round lasted more than a minute. Either way, Lords of War taking map 1. The map 2 is gonna be, I believe that will be Lords of War's pick. Okay, we're gonna drop into it very shortly. Snow Peak. Right. Okay, so we're gonna have Snow Peak. Not really familiar with either of these teams' play style on Snow Peak. Look up a little bit of stats as we. %57 round win. Runs played 7, so they're fairly inexperienced on it. Lords of War. 34 rounds played with 44% round. Definitely the more experienced team on Snow Peak. Could present disaster for the Hand of Death here. Is going to be the tunnel objective. Not the easiest objective to defend, or rather attack, because you kind of have this long tube of death to force your way into. All right, we're dropping into round 1 here.
Talking about it.
See how Lords of War take this on. Lumpy rocking the shield. We didn't see any of that on Cargo, but he is going to bring it out here on Snow Peak.
No, okay. Who needs, no one needs, anybody need a smoke? You good?
I got 2 smokes on me. Who's covering the rear? Is that me? I don't think I heard anyone else call it.
I got an LMG on me, so I'll once we.
Right now they are all squatted up. I do suppose they will split off here at some point as they approach. Lumpy and Gang. Deciding to kind of go down by the lake, wrap around.
Yeah. Shield spots out everything. You guys shoot him. Nobody watch behind. Take it slow on the push. Nobody needs to risk popping out until the shield confirms or somebody is.
Lords of War definitely having a good game plan here. They go into it. Down as he gets ready to enter the tunnel. I should have checked in to see if we were going to see any C4s. The Hand of Death is a very C4 heavy team. I would be surprised if we don't see it.
One in box left side.
And those boxes are penetrable, as Urban Ghost has found out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, bad smoke.
Definitely have the Hand of Death piled up in this tunnel. You're not going to risk getting caught out. Remmer G with a team kill onto Skeptical. This is not how you want to start things off. Cassian's throwing a flash, but kind of sends it up into the roof. Gunramit's able to pick off on Patrick. That just leaves two now, Jazz Hands and Remmer G. Jazz Hands goes down to Gunrama, so does Remmer G. They practically blind fired their way through that, as they were all kind of stacked up right on objective. Yeah, Lord's War definitely went into this with significant plan. They just sort of all moved up to the entrance of the tunnel, had that shield to protect the guy who's just calling things out, and he was just able to call things out, and then the squad behind him was able to wipe it out. Worked out very well for the Lords of War. Yeah, the Hand of Death not even able to get one kill on that. Pretty unfortunate. Count Remmer. We'll have the same objective. Lords of War defending this time, Hand of Death attacking. As I said, Hand of Death very inexperienced on this map. See what kind of strategy they take on as they go into this round. Alright, we will see soon enough. Watch the defense here. They place any C4s in any sneaky spots.
Honestly, I don't fucking remember which of these fucking things.
Damn it, you gave away our spawn!
Anybody want C4? Yeah, these one. Anybody want C4? Anybody want a C4?
It's a joke.
Do you want a C4? Okay, I guess not.
I haven't loaded box mag.
I believe Gonzo here is the one man with the C4. Buzz with it.
Ooh. Ooh, that's not good.
Will not be immediately clear. Sorry about that. Skeptical pushing up through garage. He is going to be met here very quickly. Yes, he is. He's taken down by Ryan. Urban Ghost does with the shield. Not backed up by anybody. Does hear him talking, so he has kind of an idea of where they are. going quiet enough that he shouldn't be heard. Fits.
Fuck just shot at me. I don't know where you are.
Back with Urban here. Very tense as he just sort of snuck by Fitz. Back. Lumpy with the C4 down, jazz hands.
They're all at the end of the tunnel and I know we're coming this way.
Wish I'd have stayed on that. Gonzo confirms that kill. Urban's right on top of Lumpy. Keep clean. Oh, he does see him. Gets one hit onto him. Oh, and Lumpy did team kill Gonzo, but then gets a revive on him. Oh no, now it's 2 on the shield. Oh, he's able to take both of them down. Now it's all up to Urban. Oh, and Fitz gets a team kill into Ryan. Remmer's able to take down Fitz. Now it's 1v2. All up to Gunrama versus Urban and Remmer. Oh, that's a flash. Boy, Urban could just sort of... No, he's going to rush it. Aaron Remmer gets the pick. Not sure where that frag came from, but down both of them at the end, but that doesn't matter. Either way, and death goes up 1 point. So yeah, I mean, despite Handed Death's inexperience, they were definitely able to slowly and methodically comb their way through the map and get the picks they needed. Are going to have an objective change. It's going to be the one in North Building objective. Where am I? All right, North Building objective. Kind of similar to the last objective we had, where lots of penetrable boxes and it's kind of closed in. And to see a lot of good use of C4 on the entrances. Either way, we're dropping into it. It's round 3.
You're gonna be where? Okay. I gotta know where our teammates are because fuck.
Hey, if I go down, it's this door or the door over there. You tell them. I don't know.
I'm gonna camp right here and watch that door. I need someone to camp and watch that door. And then someone to watch.
Let's take a look at the Lords of War here and see how they approach.
Yeah, we can hold it. Maybe frag it early then, since we're there.
Look like I see one going up through the garage. He's going to work his way through the tunnels. Come through that rear entrance. Look, they're splitting off quite significantly here.
We'll meet on opposite sides.
Gonzo here makes his way. Oh, Lumpy's a little bit further ahead. You see two working their way up by the lake. Gonna wrap around the north side, I believe. Gonzo's right on top of Patrick here. Like he had some grip issues there, kind of hand coming off his foregrip. Yeah, his hand keeps popping off his foregrip. Not what you want to have happen in the middle of a gunfight. As hands battling it out with Gunrama. Decides to back off a little bit. Oh, and Urban Ghost gets a nice double C4. And oh man, all the picks come out too fast for me to even read. And Ryan picks off the Jazz hands, all up to Skeptical, and he gets downed right at the end. Yeah, Lords of War just surrounded and then decimated the defense on that one. That is for sure. That's definitely what we're starting to see from this team. They like to slowly work their way in and surround and then pounce. We're up 1 point. I think we might see another map where it's back and forth, point per point. Dropping it around here very shortly. Hey, here we go. Round 4. Same objective. See how Lords of War defend it.
I'm gonna go watch over here.
Just wait. Got last spots. Right, one's right here. Because you're behind this, which you can't shoot through. And then another one's in that corner on the post. Because they're not gonna see you. Alright, who's got what door? Lucky's going out, right? I'm going to watch this. Honestly, I'll just take the center room last spot and I'll watch
Southwest entrance.
Alright, we got like only 2 people in the room.
And it does seem like the Hand of Death's had a bit of a quick spawn here as they kind of right on top. Not very far to go.
What is happening? I have no idea. I made contact up to the left. Oh, he's in that crevasse.
Ryan kind of pushing down that north hill. I don't know if he's planning on wrapping around. Look like we have 2 up into the tunnels already. Urban with the shield. Oh, Lumpy's pushing up onto him quickly. I don't know if Urban heard it. Must have. Oh, what is...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What was that? I don't know, but Urban capitalized on it either way.
What the fuck just
I think he just crawled up this little 2x4 here.
Hate this map.
Either way.
I
Ugh.
killed one. Started flying into the air. I don't know what happened, but I got one.
Does seem like they are pushing in a little bit here. They do decide to back off. Ryan able to take down Remmer. Skeptical taking down Gonzo. Fitz gets to pick on the Skep. Jazz Hands takes down Ryan. Now we're in a 2v2. Gunrama has his gun just trained right on that door. Yeah, I said it's going to have to use a little bit of utility to get into here safely. Oh, he's pushing out. Oh, he throws a C4 and is able to down Jazz Hands with it. Now it's all up to Urban. Oh, and Fitz rotates around, is able to pick off Urban. Lords of War going up 1 point.
Fuckers are so fucking lucky.
Sorry about the end there. Yeah, Hand Death's attack on that. A little bit disorganized. They didn't really attack simultaneously. I think on this objective, that's really important, especially if the defense is stacked up right on the objective like they were. Guess we do know that you can climb that 2x4 now, as Urban has displayed for us. That could have been disastrous, as it would expose his feet. Alright, so we're gonna wait for this next round. I do believe that is a objective change. Going southwest. I have no time to show it to you. We're dropping right into it.
Map.
I really didn't think
I'm
they
going to
stick
that
it.
tower.
Neither did I. Fuck. I'm gonna go on that map now.
And Lords of War do have a bit of a quick spawn on this one.
At least it's not abandoned or jungle. Thank God those are gone.
Actually.
Hanzo and Gunrama here making quick work of getting towards the objective. Don't want to show themselves too fast. I believe they are waiting for some of their team to wrap around to get close as well. That is what we've seen so far. Hanzo may have a... Yes, he definitely has a beat on Patrick. Taking the shot, though. There he does. Good clean kill on
I
Patrick.
don't think I got one. He may have ducked, but it might be -1.
Skeptical in that tower. About has a line of sight on the Gonzo if you were to just look over. I'm not able to see through the tree. Where to almost point. I'll get in the side of this mountain a little. Boy, and again, it's practically in a line of sight of skeptical here. Lattice on that tower, able to provide good enough cover that Gunrama does not see skeptical. Some of Lords of War wrapping around the lake, get into that far west, northwest approach onto the objective. Get picks off on Rama. They have alerted Gonzo to his location though. Doesn't seem to be locked onto it.
They have at least one south.
I have a few that have started to move their way around the lake now. Frag does come out, does not land. Like I said earlier, it seems like Lords of War, they definitely like to surround and box in the defense. I don't know if there's a signal or if it's like sort of organic, but then they just sort of pounce on and overwhelm the defense. They're kind of sniping from across the lake. I think he's gonna see anybody though, as they are all tucked in very tightly. Ryan picks off Jazz Hands. Ryan confirms Jazz Hands. Skeptical takes down Gonzo. As if that's the signal that they seem to be closing in tighter now. Lumpy here is rotated back behind. About to meet Urban Ghost. Pick onto him. BB2. Lumpy here in a good position back behind objective. Or seems to be preoccupied with potential lake approach. There's one over there. Lumpy trying to sneak in. Might be trying to get a cap in. You see Skeptical rotating. Field does pick off Fitz. Lumpy's going in. He's on objective. He's tab out. Remmer G just completely oblivious. Oh, and unfortunately for the Hand of Death, Lords of War able to put in a cap, sending them up 5 points. Yeah, and as I've been saying all series, man, Lords of War, they just surround and then pounce. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park with the Raptors. There's no delay to this one. We know what we're playing next. What is it? Subway. So the series has been decided. Lords of War have taken it. way. Our first objective is this north objective. Historically, this has always been a very capable objective, although teams do seem to be coming up with increasingly, what's the word I'm looking for, devious ways of defending it. Take a look at some stats here while we wait. Into death on Subway. 21 rounds played. They have a 48% round win. Lords of War. Subway, out of 66 rounds played, they have a 42% round. So, fairly evenly matched for both these teams. All right. There's no more waiting. We're dropping in. Round one.
Of course, I'm gonna flash myself. It gives me superpowers.
See if Irvin's gonna rock the shield on this. Sorry about that. Its teams are very vocal. And yes, Urban Ghost is rocking the shield. They're gonna just go straight for the objective, although I think I just saw C4 placement bottom of the stairs. Being a little bit cautious here. They have up their sleeve. Gonzo and Lumpy having a bit of a conversation downstairs. Sure exactly what Remmer and Urban are waiting for here. Oh.
One horseshoe.
Gabsicle getting a good pick on the Gonzo. Although he is resable. And Lumpy does get the revive.
One coming from basement and another
I think they're trying to work their way down, high up the defense, and then Irvin's going to work his way down the north stairs and try to go for that cap. Yeah, Skeptical here in a precarious location, kind of poking up from underneath. Gonzo able to pick up on Patrick. Skeptical with a nice smoke. That is going to block that lane's vision somewhat. But I think... And not the greatest placement, though. And Ryan is able to take down Urban Ghost with the C4. Skeptical gets Gonzo. Skeptical also gets Lumpy. He ducks for cover as he's being shot from the rear. Have a good beat on him. Able to get the pick. I think he does have a kind of a clear approach here from the platform. Oh, and Remmer G able to get a nice pick onto Ryan. Gunrama's pushing up the stairs on him. Oh, another C4 a little bit early on the detonation. Oh, and Skeptical and Gunrama trade, giving the Hand of Death the win. Yeah, I definitely like what the Hand of Death did there. They kind of waited up at the top of North Stairs and sent the majority of the team down. It was either through the basement or south or overpass, and kind of tied up that defense. And I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to send Urban down and get the cap. However, that C4 definitely put a abrupt end to that. Although, by that time, they were able to decimate the defense enough to work their way in and get that win. And I do believe it was three members still up. All right, so we should be dropping into it here very shortly. We are. Here it goes. Round 2. Watch the Hand of Death here, see if they place any C4. Urban with C4 in hand. He is going for it. Going all the way up the north approach. Gonna just sort of suicide bomb? Oh, and he doesn't wait long enough before detonating it. Only downs himself. Ugh, it's not how you want to play the C4, that is for sure. Oh, and Fitz goes and gets to confirm.
They C4'd themselves. I got one down over here.
You see them. Oh, Jazz Hands. Trying to get a rotation in, but gets shut down by Gunrama, who, well, you would not expect to be just laying there on offense.
Fetch, what do you want to do? Pull back, or do you want me to come up with you?
Boy, and they've just developed the... Yeah, they're kind of doing the same thing the Hand of Death did, where they're kind of coming up from below. Lumpy gets the pick on Patrick. It is almost an exact mirrored play. You have to go in that little hallway. Now the pressure's on the Remmer here. He has 2 lasers on him. Yeah, they want down that hallway for sure. Throws a frag out. Don't think it's going to land. Skeptical picks up Lumpy. Gonzo. Boy, everything's happening so fast. Lords of War take the win. And again, it's just like kind of slow play, and then all of a sudden there's just that waterfall of picks. Oh, we have a drop from the Hand of Death. Oh. And he's back. So yeah, again, I mean, kind of the same thing. They definitely have a kind of a conservative play style until a certain point, and then it's just all out. They just sort of pounce onto the defense. Been very effective. I mean, and that's been putting up a very good fight, but it's just not quite a match for Lords of War's play style. All right, we're going to drop into the next round now. Round 3. New objective. I believe this is going to be the downstairs. Nope. Yep. No. No, it's the center platform objective. Oh no! And Remmer rocking this shit.
Should I carry a lit grenade, do you think?
I think they're just having fun at this.
Go right up there.
Remmer's gonna push up these stairs with a unpinned grenade in his hand. What happened? Kind of defenseless. He couldn't throw it. The wrong way. Down a little bit. Right on top of Lumpy. Oh, and Lumpy doesn't react, although he is safe from it. Yeah. Oh, it takes out the C4, though. Another frag in the same spot. Oh, yep. Also not effective. Oh, and Urban's able to take down Lumpy, and Remmer is still resable. Fitz gets the pick on the Skeptical. Urban gets the revive on the Remmer. What's going on over here now? Work this way onto the platform here. Fitz is on the upper overpass. Oh, Gunrayama makes a wild cross. On Patrick punishes him for that. Now Fitz is shooting at on Patrick while Jazz Hands runs in, able to get the pick on the Fitz. Gonzo picks up Remmer. Urban gets the refrag on the Gonzo, giving the Hand of Death the round win. Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of back and forth. Looks like all Marsoc wins thus far. But yeah, I mean, the Hand of Death kind of picked out an interesting play there, where Remmer kind of just put a unpinned grenade in his hand and ran up. Not sure exactly what they were trying to accomplish with that. However, it did seem to work out for him, as they were able to take out, was that Lumpy, I believe, there at the top of the stairs. That first frag was able to take out the C4. And then they had a little bit of a north push, looked like a 2-man north push, and was able to just slowly sweep the platforms. Gave themselves a solid 1 point. All right, we're dropping back in. Gonna be round 4. Same objective, different offensive team. See what Lords of War have up their sleeves.
I'm going up this way to get to the horseshoe stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
We got Ryan with the shield.
I'm just gonna stay behind Ryan.
What he does with that.
Don't be on me. Just be a few feet, 100 feet back, 50 feet back.
I'm gonna be right on your butt, dude.
Yeah, that's how we die in people.
Not the butt. That's what they're telling me.
And Jazz Hands able to do with this location. Kind of tucked back behind that soda machine. Gonna get the pick on to Ryan. Yes, he does. Oh, but he's gonna run in a little bit. Okay, makes the corner. Doesn't realize Gonzo's right behind him and gets picked off. Gonzo will be able to pick up that shield. Does. I'm still in the basement. Still upstairs. He's going to meet Skeptical. Oh, and he doesn't take the shot. He's going to chase him down. There, he gets the pick. We're in a 3v4. Death has for a deep. Lumpy's sneaking up on Remmer's location. There they takes down Remmer. And detonates the C4 a bit prematurely. A 2v4, not the position you want to be in. Oh, and Lumpy must have heard that. Trained right on him. Nice headshot onto Urban. All up to on Patrick. Gun Ram has trained in on that his location. On Patrick able to get the pick. That's 2v1. Patrick having a little bit of gun problem there, and Fitz is able to take him down, giving Lords of War a round win. Yes, this map again, just like Cargo, has been back and forth, back and forth. So again, I mean, can't say it enough. Lords of War, man, they just surround and then pounce. Alrighty, we're gonna drop right into this round. Round 5. Again, with a new objective, we are gonna be upstairs. This objective, one trickier ones to defend in my opinion, is you do have about 3 different locations to cap from, and it's impossible to see them all. So if you're the last man standing, man, you got to run around. Very difficult to defend. It's, man, he is pushing into the north stairs. Ooh, nice little D4 on the side of this cabinet.
North spawn, north spawn, north spawn.
Hand of death with their war cry.
We're not here. Don't be fooled.
We can resolve this peacefully. I flashed them. Wait. Oh god.
Stay back, boys.
Oh, this frag will set off the C4. Yes, it does.
Hey, they're shooting at me. Right side.
Yeah, so the hand of death with these 2 shields pushing in. I'm Patrick taking down Fitz. Now, that's great, all well and good, but now once they push up here past this fencing, it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Gonzo is pushed in, gets taken down by Urban. Gunrama now facing Remmer G. He does round the corner and takes him out quite quickly. And Urban taken down by Gunrama. Ryan taking down on Patrick, and Jazz Hands. Now it's all up to one of the Hand of Death. Lumpy does get that revive on Gonzo. Now Skeptical's downstairs all by himself against 4 of the Lords of War. Definitely has his work cut out for him. Gonna take the overpass. Not to take the south. A little bit better of a choice. It doesn't kind of drop you out in the middle where you can be shot from either end. It kind of gives you one line of approach. Ryan, pushing up on Skeptical's location. Oh, Skep gets the pick onto him. Skep's going back alley. Lumpy is sitting in wait. I bet you that's where the other C4 is. Probably they're prepared for if they were to come up low. Let's slow down a little bit. Try and think this through. Let's see. If there is this place spot to see. Lumpy's trained on basement entrance. But boy. Let's see. This is great now. It Skep's quiet, but the moment he makes noise, Lumpy's gonna stand up. Now I can't imagine Lumpy's not gonna say yes, he does. And they do trade. Gives Lord of Wars the round win. Lords of War. There we go. All right, this is map point now. Lords of War take this round. That is it. That is a clean sweep. They have already taken the series. Definitely feel like the Hand of Death not really taking it all that serious at this point. Trying to have a little bit of fun with it. That is their main focus right now. They are winning at that is for sure. Alrighty. We're dropping into it. Gonna be round 6.
Right here. Right here.
No, the FOV was just a bonus. Running faster.
On the bed, yeah, you can get on that nasty, dirty bed. I'm gonna go up above,
He's used to that. That's nothing new from him, buddy.
Alright, let's see how Lords of War attack this. Like the guy's gonna send a few up the south stairs. So rather quickly moving in here. Jazz hands. This. Preps a frag. Throws it in. Not gonna land. Oh, it's a flash anyway. Oh, and Jazz Hands gets to pick on the Gonzo. Jeps gets to pick on Ryan. Stuck up this back alley. Now we got some coming up from the basement. Like Urban and Skep are going to be ready for that. Ooh, and a frag. Is that a frag? That is a frag. Urban takes the brunt of that. He is Resable. Skep's got him backed up.
Oi, mate. Oi, I'm over here in the corner. Finish me off, please. Give me a handy. Give me a handy before you finish me off, though. Mate, please. Just one.
Rama does give Urban what he desires. Although Skeptical is just lying in wait for him to cross. Lumpy is definitely skeptical of this. Oh, and he turns and he's ready for him. He's able to take him down with his M9. But Gunrama down Slumpy with the SA-80. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
After I kill the guy and he killed the guy.
Either way, sort of reduce the odds for Lords as we are down to a 2v3. Have one coming up the north. Is not in the greatest position to defend that. Actually, he's in a pretty I wouldn't say terrible. Wonder who's going to peek out first here. They're both taking their sweet old time here. Ooh. Fitz proned out. He's coming. Remmer's onto him.
He's coming down North Hall.
Who's going to get the pick first? Remmer does. Now we're into a 3v1. It is all up to a Gunrama. That was shield. It's going to work well for him. Oh, he's against 3 of the Hand of Death. Making a ton of noise. That should alert Jazz Hand. I do believe. Run in. Throw it at Jazz Hands. That does not land. $230 remaining. He may be thinking about backing off and just rotating. Does. He's going to rotate underneath the map. So, first person on this. Give my wrist a little bit of rest here. He must have just decided that it was not the best angle of approach. You gonna pick north or south? Looks like south. Minute 45 remaining. Plenty of time on this small map. Person. Oh, and I popped into the. Oh, and he drops its tablet on the stairs. Barely able to pick that back up. There we go. I'm gonna say 80. Not the best gun to try in one hand, but better than nothing for sure. $56 seconds remaining. Burning up quite a bit of time here. Gonna run into trouble here as Patrick picks him off. And a death take the round. Now on Subway here, we're tied up. This will be the last round of this series. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong there. Hand of Death just, I think, able to just sort of win out on the picks mostly. Let's see what kind of play the Hand of Death is able to whip up. If anything like the last two offensive rounds, could be fairly entertaining. Here we go. They're dropping into round 7. New objective. It is the downstairs objective.
Because they're like, why did you have 13 and now you only have 3 kills? Alright, who's going where? Who's got the dark tunnel? Anybody?
This is a bit of a tricky one to get onto. There's this dark corners of the railway there. Good spots for people to hide. There's really only 3 ways in. Either way, Ryan's running up the tunnel with a C4. Let's see what he's got going with that. All right, puts it on the back of this vent. And looks like Hand Death's going the other way.
What do you want to do?
Ooh, and Urban rotates around. He's going to walk right past that C4. frag might work out pretty well depending on where he throws it at. Gotta throw it pretty soon. Gonna go too far, it will not set off that C4. Oh, and he runs right past it. I think he might... No, he's not clear. He gets downed. Ryan's pushing up, but Remmer's gonna be right there. Remmer tries to shoot through the crate, but he hits everything but Ryan.
Yeah, but I can't handle it.
Oh, and Lumpy gets a shot on the Remmer there. Fitz downs on Patrick. Lumpy finishes off on Urban. And now the downstairs is clear. Oh! And Ryan gets a kill on the Lumpy. A little bit of a team kill action. Got to announce when you're going to flank around. Oh my goodness, and Skeptical. He's moved in downstairs. Oh, but he gets down by Gonzo from behind, actually. Gives Lords of War this map. And a clean sweep on the series. That's going to put Lords of War up 1. Alrighty. So that is the series. All I can say really about the way these two teams played is Lords of War, they definitely have it down where they're able to kind of, like I've said a million times now tonight, surround the team and just sort of squeeze in on them. And then once they can't squeeze in anymore, they pounce and unleash, you know, everything they've got and just decimate the defense. And unfortunately, the Hand of Death just not able to adapt to that. But either way, a great showing from both of these teams. Some good entertaining antics. I do appreciate that. So with that, would like to shout out to our sponsors, which we have quite a few now actually. We have ProTube VR, VR Cover, we have Rebuff VR, and Fixit Gaming. You should check out all of their products. If you're interested in joining the league, go to Onward Master League. That's the VR Master League /Onward. And you can sign up for team, become reservist, do all of the things there. Make sure you know about all 3 of our Twitches. It's Onward Master League with nothing at the end, and Onward Master League 2 and 3. And with that, I think I'm going to raid you guys on over to the match that's also happening on OML 1. We have Mayhem versus Water with TFH and Snooper. That should be a really good matchup. Don't want to miss that. So anyway, I've been Xandria, and have a good night, everybody.